Amin Ayoub is hoping to end the lightweight title curse and become the first divisional champion to defend his title, as he takes on top contender and heated rival Ahmed Amir in a lightweight title bout of epic proportions. Coming up next, Brave CF lightweight champion Amin Fierceness Ayoub defends his title against the Butcher Ahmed Amir.
Amin Ayoub, France, Bulgarian top team and De La Riva, 16 wins and 4 losses.
أنا أحمد أمير من فريق KHK، عمري 30 سنة، بمثل بلدي مصر والبحرين، إن شاء الله بحزم بطولة.
I called the best wrestler of the world for this fight because I know that Ahmed Amir is a good wrestler, so I bring one of the best and I'm ready for the fight. Ahmed Amir, I hope that you are ready for the fight. It will be your worst nightmare.
أمين، أتمنى أكون استعديت كويس جدا للفايت ده، أنا جاهز لك كويس جدا إن شاء الله، ومش هتكلم كتير السوشيال ميديا زي ما أنت بتعمل، كلامنا داخل الأوفيس إن شاء الله. See you soon.
So, see you soon, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen of Brave Nation, this is the fight we've all been waiting for. Let's call both our warriors to the cage for our main event of the evening. Your first gladiator coming to the cage, representing KHK, Team Bahrain, and fighting out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain by way of Egypt. Please welcome Ahmed the Butcher Amir.
I've been out here for a minute. Hands clenched as I walk through the fog. Blooded in water.
Ladies and gentlemen of Brave Nation, it is main event time for the undisputed Brave Combat Federation World Lightweight Championship of the world. Ahmed the Butcher Amir, representing KHK Team Bahrain, brings with him a record of 11 wins, 3 losses, 1 no contest. 9 of his professional wins have come by finish, 7 via submission. And what's so engaging about Ahmed Amir, he's been here since ground level. He made his debut at Brave 1 against Richie the Boogeyman Martinez, who's a submission specialist, a black belt under Eddie Bravo. He went to the ground with him. He survived those early submission attempts. He then fought at Brave 4, Brave 11, 17, 23, 33, 44. This is a man who has categorically earned his spot. A former Egyptian national boxing champion, a former Egyptian national wrestling champion. He has the opportunity to do something completely unheralded. He has the opportunity to become the first legitimate Egyptian world combat sports champion. Does that add pressure? Is that fuel to the fire? Kirik, your thoughts?
It adds pressure, and that pressure adds greatness. Egypt is the largest country in the MENA region. It needs a hero for mixed martial arts to take off, and it may well be that hero is right in front of us now, praying to his creator.
This fight has been a long time coming, and we are moments away from history in the making, one way or the other.
And let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Bulgarian top team and Ross De La Hiva, and fighting out of France, please welcome the Brave Combat Federation Lightweight Champion of the World, Amin Fierceness Ayoub!
Amin Fierceness Ayoub is the reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation lightweight champion of the world. Currently riding an 8-fight win streak, 16-4 as a pro, 10 finishes, 8 by submission. Also proved that he has a penchant with the hands when he knocked out Clayton Silva to win the belt, the much taller Clayton Silva. This is a fight that has all the hallmarks of being historic. These gentlemen were meant to fight at Brave Combat Federation 50 in April of 2021. Unfortunately, Ahmed Amir suffered an injury and couldn't continue. However, Amin Ayoub took a fight on short notice against Masharab John Ruziboyev. He did not have to take that fight. He wanted to show his champion's heart. He wanted to show what he is capable of. And right now, the stars have aligned. This feels like the culmination of a year's worth of work, and we are about to see Amin Fierceness Ayoub become potentially the first man to defend the belt. We are potentially about to see Ahmed the Butcher Amir become the first Egyptian Combat Sports World Champion. Carrick, I need to take a breath.
We may be about to see a curse being broken, or we may be on the cusp of an explosion of MMA in Egypt. Whatever happens, it's gonna be epic.
It's time for the main event of the evening. 2 men enter, only 1 man leaves with his arm raised in victory. Who comes out on top on this amazing main event? It's time to find out. Bad blood is here. One of the most heated rivalries in lightweight division history gets resolved tonight. Hours of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears culminate in 25 minutes of war. An amazing clash between 2 of the most dangerous lightweights in the world of mixed martial arts, with Brave Combat Federation's world title on the line. Who takes home the win? Let's find out. Brave Nation, before we begin, I have 1 question for you and 1 question only. For all those watching in beautiful Poland and the millions watching around the world, Brave Nation, are you ready for war? 2 warriors are ready to collide inside the Brave CF Galana exclusive championship cage. Brave Nation, don't blink for this one. This will be absolute fire. Our main event of the evening starts right now. 5 5-minute rounds for the Brave Combat Federation Lightweight Championship of the World. Your 3 judges for this bout are Cesar Wojciechowski, Simon Bonkowski, and Maciej Motilewski. Your referee in charge of the action in the cage for this championship event is the Bandit, Decky Larkin. The main event title fight for Brave CF 54 and Galana Exclusive Championship is sanctioned by the Polish Mixed Martial Arts Federation. Let's introduce our two main event warriors. Brave Nation, it's time for war! Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner! This man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 176 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.2 kilograms. Representing KHK, Team Bahrain, and fighting out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain by way of Egypt. Introducing the challenger, Ahmed the Butcher Amir. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 16 wins and 4 losses. He stands 180 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.2 kilograms. Representing Bulgarian Top Team and Ross de la Hiva, and fighting out of France, please welcome the reigning, defending, undisputed Brave Combat Federation lightweight champion of the world, Amin Fierceness Ayoub. For referee instructions, it's the Bandit, Decky Larkin.
Right, gentlemen, you've been over the rules. Listen to my instructions all the time. If I tell you stop and break clean. If you want to touch gloves, let's do it now. Go back, come out fighting. Let's go.
Here we go, Poland. Let's make some noise!
Quick tail of the tape. Amin Ayoub, the champion, is younger by 5 years. Carlos Kramer has me buzzing for this fight. We are straight off to the races. Amin Ayoub taking the center of the Brave Arena.
Telling shot from the champion right off the back. Pushed that knee in slightly. Attacking that leg again with an oblique kick.
One of the more controversial techniques in modern day mixed martial arts, Carrick.
I'm an advocate. I think it's worse, way worse to hit somebody in the head,
100%.
cause a little damage there than jack up their knee. It's just something that forces you to defend.
Both guys trading leg kicks. Ahmed Amir, the Egyptian national wrestling champion, in with the takedown. But as we know, Amin Ayoub, so dangerous off his back. 8 wins by submission total in his career so far.
There's 3 steps here, Phil. You're going to take your man down. You have to hold him down. Those are hard. And then we have to see impact. Either impact or potentially furthering position. And those are sequentially harder and harder to do. Incredibly hard to take somebody down, even harder to hold them. And then from there, to cause impact or to further position, harder still.
Amin Ayoub does have 3 wins by armbar in his submission repertoire. Beautiful sweep into the mount position.
And right back to where they were again. What an amazing exchange.
That was fantastic, Carrick. Amin Ayoub very dangerous off his back. May choose to open the guard, use the cage to spring off and look for an armbar. 3 of his 8 wins by a submission have come by way of armbar. 3 by rear naked choke, 1 by guillotine, 1 by arm triangle. Trying to isolate an arm there was Amin Ayoub. Ahmed Amir doing a good job of squaring off the hips anytime Amin Ayoub moves. Oh, we grab at the cage there. Decky Larkin gave the warning, but what presence of mind by Ahmed Amir to take the champion away from the cage so he couldn't post off it.
Absolutely, Phil. It used to be back in the day when you took somebody down, you wanted to jam them up against that cage. It's the opposite now at the highest levels of the sport. You want to deny them that cage because it's easier to keep them on their back that way. Whoa, that was a huge elbow attempt.
Butcher by name, Butcher by nature, trying to carve the champion up with those razor-like elbows.
One more attempt.
Could go for the omoplata. Ahmed Amir is relentless with those takedowns.
Amin Amir can get another takedown. It'll be a huge moment for him.
If you are a fan of grappling and mixed martial arts, you have been treated so far in the opening 3 minutes of this bout.
The champion Amin Ayoub going out, going after that lead knee again. Those leg attacks can be money in the bank, or it can be bank robbery. You can clean out the vault immediately by damaging that knee.
Ahmed Amir does have devastating hooks. We saw them work to great effect against Clayton Silver. Will he try and replicate his championship-winning knockout potential here?
Very wise strategy we're seeing here from the champion. He's essentially set up a moat around a castle, and that moat is attached to that lead knee. In order to wrestle him, you're going to have to bring that lead knee in close enough for him to kick.
Well, right now the castle is under siege by Ahmed Amir. Oh, nice little hook. That wobbled Ahmed Amir ever so slightly. Nice head movement from Amin Ayoub. A BJJ purple belt in his own right, but I think his skills exceed that purple belt moniker. Training with guys like Abdulragimov, of course you're going to be well versed in the submission aspect of the sport. Nice inside leg kick from the #1 contender, the challenger.
Brave Nation even, oh!
Nice counter striking.
I was going to say, even when nothing overt is happening, trust me, it is. It's being set up. You saw it right there.
When Ahmed Amir throws those power shots, Amin Ayoub is like the little boy that fell out of the tree. He's just not there. But there's the bread and butter from Ahmed Amir. Beautiful takedown.
Little guillotine attempt completely denied. Champ going back now to closed guard. Round ends.
Very, very interesting round. There was the striking dominance in the middle stages of the round, going to the latter stages of the round from Amin Ayoub. However, the wrestling from Ahmed Amir was sumptuous. He was able to secure the takedown. He was able to cause damage. A very difficult round to score, Carrick.
Extremely hard. I've scored hundreds of rounds. This one was too hard for me to put my name on.
Yeah, I would agree.
This has been such a great card tonight, Phil. Such an incredible night. Judges were barely necessary, but right now they are doing their work.
I guess it really comes down to the subjectivity of the judges, really, and how they interpret the scoring criteria. No scoring criteria is entirely infallible, but again, it comes down to the interpretation by the judge himself.
If I was forced at gunpoint to give it to anybody, it would probably be the challenger, Ahmed the Butcher Amir. But as I said, it's anybody's guess at this point. All I know for sure is that Brave Nation, we're winning. This fight's got it all.
Deggy Larkin just calling for the towel, a little bit of excess moisture there on the floor.
Once again, Brave Nation, we apologize for the little delay in the action here, but this is Brave Combat Federation. It's fighter health and safety first, last, and always. If we've all got to wait a little bit for some more action, we're gonna, just to make sure there's no water left on the floor that somebody could slip and hurt a joint on.
The only thing these fighters should be slipping is punches, Carrick.
Oh, they're gonna be slipping punches aplenty, like you saw right there.
I do enjoy the boxing of Amin Ayoub, but that's a good shot to the body. That was fair and level from Deggy Larkin. Ahmed Amir pointed to the ground and say that he slipped on the water. Deggy Larkin said it was your team spilled it. Nice cover there from Amin Ayoub.
Phil, the composure being shown by the champion is something truly extraordinary to behold. Shots come close, shots glance off his head, shots catch him, and his composure remains complete.
It's just so quick with the hands. the minute he's so far in the opening minute of the second round, 2 of 5 championship rounds we're into. Amin Ayoub is leading the dance. Finishing well with the leg kick.
Champ caught a shot to the jaw, touched his nose in a gesture that goes back to the Roman gladiators.
Amin Ayoub, of course, is a former European kickboxing champion. So does have that pedigree, so well-rounded. And again, like I said about Marcel Grabinski, Amin Ayoub is so well-rounded and represents that modern fighter. But Ahmed Amir in with the takedown, needs to be wearing the guillotine. How tight is this?
Out of position.
Can Ahmed Amir pop the head out? This looks so tight. The head has been popped out. Ahmed Amir is safe.
Phil, that was about 1 inch of positioning away from a submission.
Oh, beautiful step over from Ahmed Amir, just solidifying the position now.
Brave Nation, the champion's guard has been fully passed. Positioning alone doesn't count for a lot. Under the refinements of the unified rules of mixed martial arts, what we need to see now is impact.
Amin Ayoub may try and use that underhook to create a little bit of a dogfight here, if he can dig underneath for it. Ahmed Amir trying to just wear that pressure on the champion, trying to work a crucifix.
It's coming.
Oh, that's beautiful work from the champion.
This is mixed martial arts at the highest level.
Uses the underhook expertly to get into that dogfight and sneak out. Beautiful. This is a fantastic fight, Kerry Janess.
Phil, the champ is almost eerie in his defense. He turned his knee in to check a kick before the kick began. This is what I'm talking about when I say his composure is complete. He's reading everything.
That is a huge minute for Amin Ayoub to be able to defend the takedown and get in on a submission himself. Ladies and gentlemen, join the conversation using the hashtag BraveCF54, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's fight. Let us know if it's going to be a case of I knew or if it's going to be a case of I'm still. Ahmed Amir with a cheeky little headbutt there, perhaps. More so an accidental coming together. A little bit of blood coming out of somebody. I think it's Ahmed Amir.
Don't let him breathe head to head.
We're seeing the champion landing more shots from bottom than the challenger is from top.
But again, because the challenger is on top, aesthetically, it looks like he's the man who's in control of the fight.
Absolutely. To the average fan, it may look like he is. I'm not sure he is on the judges' scorecard. There's what we need. That is impact. But what you saw right there is when you go for impact, you need to create enough distance for the opponent to get out from under that form of control.
Ahmed Amir trying to create a little bit of distance so he can land those shots. Amin Ayoub on the bottom trying to mount some sort of offense. To do so, he needs to open that guard. He needs to move the hips. These shots from the bottom are doing damage from the champion.
They are. Brave Nation, when you throw a shot directly against the ear, particularly as the fight goes on, it can have a very significant effect on the struck fighter, and there we go!